Hey challengers, day 20 bonus video today is by popular demand, midsection and ab work. So we're going to stick with the same format that you're used to. We're going to stick with exercises that you're used to, but a couple of variations on them. So two exercises are going to be the plank and the dead bug. Plank variation is bringing in a butt lift. So you're literally sticking your hips and your backside up into the air. If you've done yoga, the position is called downward facing dog or inverted V. That's kind of what we're going for, but we're focusing on a nice straight line in the plank and then come up, so you're aiming at like this kind of an angle at the hips. Crunchy dead bug is dead bug as normal, but at the end of the movement when the arms and legs are up into the air, we're going to bring a little bit of crunch in across the body as well, so you're trying to bring shoulder towards the hip on the opposite side. And really, in effect, what you're going to be doing there to close the gap between the shoulder and the hip, you're going to be reaching for the toe that you've just brought up. So you'll see what that looks like anyway in a moment. Without further ado, timer is ticking. Starting with the plank. High plank, inhale, and then as you exhale, drive the hips up into the air, looking back at the space between the ankles, up on the toes. Come back down with control. Deep breath in. Exhale and drive the hips up. Again, up onto the toes. Pushing the floor away with the shoulders and the arms. Back to your plank. See, not so bad. Only 25 seconds. So, dead bug. Getting into our starting position here. Opposite arm and leg, and then when you come up, reaching. So now we're going to go a little bit harder. Opposite arm and leg, come up to reach to it. Do a repeater. So I'm sticking with that side. Really gets a strong effect coming from the ribs here down to the hip on the opposite side. So back to a plank with butt lift again. High plank, inhale, exhale up, control it back down, inhale, exhale up as high as you can on the toes, control back down to your straight plank, inhale, exhale, control back down, come down to the toes, inhale, exhale up, and come back down. Dead bug again. So opposite side this time, whoops. There we go. So you're trying to get the shoulder blade right off the ground. And I don't know about you, but it's burning like hell for me. It's a double whammy on the abdominal muscles. Deep breath in. Exhale up. Onto the toes. Control down. Deep breath. Exhale up. Right up onto the toes. Pushing the hips. Tailbone right up as high as you can. Control back down. Really stretching. Really stretching to get the hips up high in the air and to bring the shoulder back up, arms straight. More torture. So again, opposite side. Reaching up to the toe. Trying to get that shoulder blade to lift away from the floor. It burns! So easier version of those. Keep the knee bent. Where was I? Ah, yes. And control back down.
So it's a strong contraction in the stomach, as well as driving with the upper back. Those are the muscles that are bringing you into that high hip position. Nearly there. If you need to, take it from the knee position there and reach across like that. And go back full. Yeah, I'll do one more just to finish it off at full. And there we go. After all of those, a stretch that you're going to find very nice is anything that will get the whole midsection here to stretch. So a couple of ways to do that. One could be to sit on your heels and allow yourself to come back like that. Let the head relax back.
Activity completed.
Bring the hands down on the floor. Breathe deeply into the bottom of the stomach, so you're breathing into down here. Feel a big stretch. Exhale and relax. You could repeat that. Or alternatively, bring the hips and the body down to the floor. You're now going to lift the upper body away from the floor. Looking up, mouth closed. Again, when you breathe in, you're drawing the air to the bottom part of the stomach, below the belt. Repeat that one a few times as well. Now, that will give you a hell of a burn across the midsection. You'll probably feel it into your sides here as well. It's not just that six-pack muscle on the front, it's actually the obliques and transverse abdominis, what they call the corset muscle as well. So all involved in tightening up in around the waistline there. Definitely handy for the Christmas parties. Hope you enjoyed that. Sorry about the delay getting it to you with all the extreme frustration in trying to get the video done yesterday. My apologies for that. I think I figured out what the problem was, so hopefully that won't occur again. As always, questions, comments, observations, always welcome.